It has been 2 weeks, huh? Yeah, I don't do daily uploads anymore, but I'm gonna do another drawing video. I had fun. Recently I've been practicing quite a bit here. I've been practicing my necks. Thank you to the Korean book that I found on Instagram. I've been practicing heads and stuff. I'm trying to get good at heads. Not really the best. But I realized, I mean, I was looking in the mirror. These two parts are one part of the neck. There's also something that goes up like that. Um, anyways, practicing my drawing. I've been doing a lot of referencing stuff. We're gonna do Jogo from JJK because I thought he was a really cool fella. And he looks really fun to draw. I've already drawn him once before. I don't have a photo. I also did some Berserk characters that I did referencing for. I do like Jogo quite a lot. He actually is a really strong character. I like how they revealed his strength kind of like really late into the series. We always make fun of Jogo because he's kind of like, I don't want to say he's a looming character, but he's definitely one of those characters that you don't think is strong because he's always going up against like strong characters, right? And and that's definitely the case for like what is it? First season we see him against literally like who is it? Who was it? Gojo. We literally see him against Gojo. So it's just one of those things for Jogo, unfortunately. But I'm definitely drawing for fun. Yeah, there's a new JJK season up. I did make a few videos, and I just find them almost kind of a little bit boring, in my opinion. When I'm like, every time I record a video, I always kind of feel disappointed by I don't know, I just don't feel inspired to upload. And, I guess there's ups and downs of uploading. And I know for a little bit, I was uploading quite frequently, but I just kind of lost my motivation. I've been working in my career job, um, and I know, very exciting. There should be another line here. Yeah, look, I went down when the line literally is up. Look at that. See that? There's small things like that where I'm just, ugh. You know what I'm saying? Like there's small moments like that where I don't draw what I see sometimes, and that's definitely frustrating. I try to avoid chicken scratches as well. I try to avoid that. I know a lot of people do that, and that's good for like reference. I guess it's good for like building blocks, right? But I want to be a confident drawer. I want to be building with a lot of confidence here. Yeah, see, chicken scratches are good to some degree, but I mean, they're not awesome. I just don't want to get in the habit of it. I really don't. And I've been studying kind of anatomy recently. Anatomy. I've been studying anatomy recently. It's a small hobby of mine. I don't think I'm really good at drawing, but kind of getting what I want to or where I want to be in the art space is kind of what I want to do. I do actually like studying the drawing of art and stuff, like anatomy and stuff. I definitely think it's yeah, see, that's way too far down. Like things like that. I could use a pencil, but I think using a pen is kind of a little bit interesting. Makes you kind of focus up a little bit more, you know what I'm saying? Not as effective, not as efficient. Yeah, it looks, it's a thing. It's a thing. I mean, his eye is kind of big, so I kind of do a rough kind of like sketch of that. See, I think his eye needs to be moved over a little bit like that. And in this photo, he's being a bitch. He's crying. He died from Sukuna. I'm drawing the photo of him dying from Sukuna. Sukuna is a behemoth. I tried drawing Sukuna for some reason. He ended up turning Mexican. I don't know what's up with that, but some of these lines are very, very like very interesting because the thing with anime characters is that they have an understanding of anatomy. And when you do, you can kind of get away with like sharp and soft lines, like rough edges, speaking of which. And when you don't, you're kind of like, you don't know how to fill in the blanks, you know? Well, for me anyways, you don't know how to fill in the blanks of like soft and hard lines. If I don't know if that makes any sense. I'm just kind of rambling, aren't I? But I don't think I've given up on my dreams. I think my dreams have just changed. I know that's kind of, maybe it's weird saying, but definitely feels like my dreams have changed, and my goals and stuff. Um and I think YouTube is just one of these things where I did for a little bit. I was super interested in the money side of things. I have had success on YouTube. I, when I did daily uploads, I was like, let me see what I could do, you know, in the meantime. Let's see what I can do. I have downtime. I don't really know what to do. So I started doing daily uploads, and I'm pretty happy how they turned out. They reflect kind of me having fun. I think you can't really take away that, right? You can't really. Um, I really badly want to turn my paper, but I've realized that I'm recording, and I don't think that's effective. Um, he has a bunch of lines here because he's all distressed, right? So the finger actually, there's actually a hand right here that's blocking his mouth. There's some of his mouth, right? And do I know how to draw hands? Actually, I think I'm a pretty good person at drawing hands. I feel like I'm good at drawing hands. It's one of those things where I'm, funny enough, probably the only thing I really like. I feel like hands are one of those things where, let's see, that circle's a little bit too much. I feel like hands are definitely one of those things where they're really fun making, fun drawing. A lot of people hate hands. I don't get the hate of it. I think the intricacies can be really fun and challenging at times, to be honest with you. Oops, see, look at the chicken scratches, boys. See, it goes a little bit past the eyes here. Like that. I did Gojo a little bit ago, and I did have fun. Kind of teasing myself about Gojo and stuff. Gojo's, Gojo, I should say. The interesting concept about this is that they're like, oh, disaster, like curses don't have feelings. And I think throughout the whole season we see rage from these creatures. But the most interesting fact of the series is that we actually see Jogo crying. We see Hanami. We see Hanami, like, we see him like not want to hurt people. But it's just something that, interesting. This is one of the only and few anime characters I can write or I can draw. Fun facts. That's why I picked him today. For some reason, I can draw Jogo, but I can't draw like Gato or Gojo as well. But apparently there is a right posture with drawing. Didn't know that. Big shout out for that, huh? He's kind of looks Chiba. Like his cheeks kind of are a little fat. I don't know how to draw his cheeks. I don't. I fucked up his face a little bit, but that's okay. Um, and his hand goes like right here. So I think I'm pretty decent with hands. Now, this is the part where I don't know hand shapes, so I've done quite a few referencing of hands and stuff. Um, I've done quite a few referencing of hands and stuff. So I kind of generally know how to build hands. I kind of start, this is probably not how the proper way to do it. I don't recommend this as a proper way of doing it, but me giving advice like I'm a professional. I always start with a square, tilted and angle, right? He's got pretty massive hands. I built circles around it, so this is going to be the first finger, second finger, third finger, and then fourth. Let's fix these fingers up a little bit. I haven't drawn a hand in a while too, so alright, don't make fun of me. So I know that kind of looks like a mess. We'll see how good I cook. I'm not good with, and then his pinky is kind of like even farther down, but it's intercepting. Okay, so that's actually pretty good. It doesn't look like much, but I think it does, it communicates that it's a hand. The thing that, and then I try to do inverted circles for like thumbs. And this is why I'm like reading the book. It's like a Korean book. It's like from Taco or whatever. So like that's a pretty decent hand structure. I try to point things, like make points. I know it's not effective. No, it's probably not right, but something like that. That's a pretty good hand. I know that doesn't make a whole lot of sense. Now the whole piece, like I did a perspective wise, you know, you see the kind of grid of hand perspective, right? Do you see it? I don't know. I see it. I don't know if anyone else sees it, but I'm doing a hand. Okay. Now, I don't know, I never know what to start with, so I feel like starting with the first finger is kind of gonna be the the smartest idea, right? And his fingers are kind of, I discovered this I discovered the nether. I discovered this method through referencing. I feel like it's probably creating some bad habits of me, I know. But like perspective wise, it's kind of a cheat code that I do. I mean, we're having fun, all right? No reason to be an insane critique about this, all right? It's scratchy looking. It's, you know what I'm saying? It's, This is the downfall, all right? This is the flippin' downfall. I mean, it was good while it lasted. It was good while it lasted, but I was like, yeah, I'm so good at hands. I'm like, yeah, I'm like, really, it's really enjoyable. Fucking, I'm really good at them. We're going to continue drawing despite me not liking the hands. We're going to continue to draw because I like drawing. I mean, the hands look more realistic than the face. And it makes it look a little creepy. I don't know. The hands? No, man. I feel like I have to do redemption. I feel like I have to do some redemption art here. Anyways, we can just, I was cooking with the face, was cooking with the head. I don't think I am anymore. I don't think so. That's fine. What are we gonna do, huh? You know what we're gonna do? We're gonna keep drawing. Why? Because we're not good at drawing, and I want to get good at drawing. So. It's not bad. I mean, It's Jogo. You can tell who it is. I'm not the best at drawing. I'm happy of it. This is after... I'm happy with it. You know, we'll just add some of the same... I mean, you know who it is. Everyone loves Jogo. No, no. Well, he's a cool bad guy character, right? He's a cool bad guy character. I think so. He's a cool bad guy character. Anyways, there's Jogo. Did I cook? I don't know. Better than my Gojo, right? I've improved my arts. Don't know what to do with the head there. You see that weird shape? Don't know. Haven't learned. I do know necks. That's what like I said. I've been practicing necks and heads and stuff. Three muscles right here, for example. I've been practicing that quite a bit. Trying to get better formations, like turns, right? Where's the one that I did, right? You see this body right there? I don't know if you guys can tell. It's a turn, right? Turning the head, turning it right. 2 weeks later, have I gotten better? I think so. I think I've gotten better at drawing. I'm not a professional. I draw like every other day, whenever I want to. It's a fun hobby of mine. Much love. Maybe I'll see you guys in another 2 weeks. Maybe. Peace out, everyone. Maybe I'll draw Griffith next. Maybe. I don't know. Peace out. Bye.